Hi, everybody. Welcome to the Luxury Live Show. This is our weekly live show, and I have my partner here, fashionably Amy, my
Hi,
co-host. Hi, everybody. See a lot of people already in. And for those who are new to this Luxury Live Show, this is our weekly live show that is hosted by myself and Amy, alternatively on our channel. So make sure you subscribe to both our channels. I'll link it down below later. And for everybody else, welcome back. I see a lot of messages coming in already. That's awesome. So what do we have today? We have two things, actually. One, from last week's live stream, we were saying that we wanted to pick a name for everyone because we've got Cat's Crew and Amy's Army. But for everyone who's been joining us every week on our live stream, we want a name for everybody. So we picked some, we voted, and let me show you what is the winning pick.
They were all really good names, by the way. But yeah, this one is a good one because I feel like it's easy to say. It's like
catchy.
Yeah, it's catchy.
So the winning group name. So everybody from next week onwards on Amy's channel will be calling everyone.
Drum roll. I wish we had a drum roll sound.
The Luxies.
Yay, Luxies. So you guys are the Luxies.
So we will
our Luxies.
Our Luxies. So we'll hashtag this on our luxury live streams. And yeah, Luxies. Isn't that cute? You guys voted for this as well. It's easy to say. Luxies. It's nice. Nice. Okay.
So thank you for all the suggestions.
Yeah, we love them. Okay. So let me just go back to this screen because today we are doing two screens, so a little bit of technical stuff. Anyway, before I show the screen, what we're gonna do today. So you know that this week we had a few of the major runway shows. We had the Chanel, and I believe even LV's runway show was on the same time, like same day, same time.
Oh,
I think so, because I saw them pop up on my channel, and I watched the Chanel one, which I thought it was pretty. I watched a little bit of the LV Women's Spring Summer 2021 runway. Did you watch it in the end?
No, I did not watch it.
Okay, so
you told me not to watch it, and in the end, I did not watch it.
So we are going to watch it together, and it's like a live stream reaction.
Yes.
React to the how many of you? Okay,
so the runway LV show.
Yeah, let's put in the comments how many of you have watched the runway for LV's Women's Spring Summer 2021. I didn't really watch it yet, so I'm kind of excited.
Yeah, and tell us what you thought about it too while we watch it, and then we'll comment as we go. We've never tried doing this, like, doing a video on a live stream. So we shall see how it works out. I'm sure it's fine. But yeah, it'll be fun.
Yeah. So we've done slides. We've done we've been doing this for a few months. So we've done slides, we've done, guests, and then swapping the screen around. So today is like a new thing that we're trying is we're gonna play a video and we're gonna like just watch it together, stop it. I'm gonna try and control it the best that I can. Hopefully it turns out okay, right? And it really depends on where you guys are watching it as well, because maybe your internet connection and my internet connection might be different. So please bear with us as we try this new thing out. Okay, just let me make sure I can. Okay, hang on, people.
We're all learning. I'm getting my screen closer. That's why you're seeing the top of my monitor.
Yeah. Wait, I need to open it again because. So anyway, do we like the name? Like, do we like it? Luxies.
I think I love it. I'm seeing a lot of familiar face. Hello, Deborah, Sharon, Gao, Nui, Kimberly, Estella, Maria, Krista. MK is here. Woohoo!
Oh, good. Okay,
like 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. over there in Paris. KK. So many names. You guys are.
Oh my gosh! Here we go, people.
All right, let's get started.
Before we start, let's just make sure we got our tea and coffee and everything. Okay, I'm gonna turn up the volume first. Okay, so I see some people already saying the shoes. Okay, the shoes are a little bit out. What else? This seems to be shoes. Okay, this seems to be
Merch
shoes.
Okay,
Okay.
I've got to see that.
All right, here we go. Tell me, right, while I play, tell me if the sound's okay.
Let me see. It is as good as it can be, I think, because it's a video.
Yeah. All right, people, are y'all ready? Let's watch it together. I think I'll forward a little bit of it. So
Sure, let's go.
I don't know why is there so many green screens. Is there a reason why? Okay.
The
All right, here we go. Here we go. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh. Vote.
Very graphic tees, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
And very flowy pants, which I'm seeing a lot of in like lots of runways. Okay, so far okay. It's just a casual look.
I thought, isn't there supposed to be like social distancing?
Yeah, that's I was thinking that in my head, but I guess yeah, they're very close to. I mean, they look like they're less than 2 meters away. The guess.
Yeah.
And then the models are just walking right in front of them. That's interesting, huh?
Like you look at this whole bunch at the side there. The photographers are like grouped together. I can't really see the shoes though. Okay. Oh, I see a bag.
Yeah, I'm looking at it too. Okay. Thick strap, detachable. The pants look comfortable. They're very, very slouchy though.
So it's a green theme. That's what I realized. Like, oh, there it is. There it is.
Yeah.
Never mind. Let's get this girl. Is it a girl?
Okay, super chunky. Like that's like extra chunky belt.
Apparently, the theme is like 80s design or something.
Well, I just watched the Chanel show earlier because I'm gonna do a reaction video to it, and it's definitely very 80s. There's a lot of incorporating of the 80s shoulders, which well looks like this coat is like that. It's like just very rounded with shoulder pads underneath and wider than your body.
Are those the shoes that you guys are talking about? Those like
I hope there's a close-up of those shoes when it comes.
Right. It's really graphic, huh? I mean, the first few pieces that came out, they're like just really colorful, like loud and colorful. Oh!
Okay. Are those heels with a thick strap in front? Okay.
I don't know. Okay, we're trying.
I mean, they look cool. I don't know if I would really buy them. They're not.
Okay, green is a theme.
Yeah, green.
The jackets are like oversized.
That's good because the jacket that I bought, like I bought 3 jackets for the winter, and they're all like kind of this style on the shoulder.
Oh, here we go. Okay, sorry, but let's try that again.
Yeah, those are the heels. Okay. They're really funky. Not for me.
I like the point. They're very I don't know,
it's not even a platform. Like I don't even know how. Is it a platform?
Is it a platform? It could look like a platform.
I don't know. It's just it's definitely a
green envelopes.
I like that dress though.
Wow, that's a big belt.
Yeah, very chunky belt. So it looks like the accessories are getting very chunky, including the shoes, like chunky shoes.
Drive.
Okay. Drive. What was the first one already?
The first one was vote. Vote. Here we go. Oh.
So they're slapping verbs on t-shirts. Okay.
I actually kind of like the jackets though. They're really like
Yeah,
they
I
look
really like the jacket.
comfortable.
Like I said, I bought like a bunch of. Yeah, you can definitely see the shoes now. You can see like the heel part and the round. Like it's round. It's different.
I actually really like the jacket. Like, what do you guys think of the jackets? I think they're so cool. They're like big, huge trench coats. I don't know. I kind of like
It's
that.
the rounded, exaggerated shoulders. So feminine, but masculine at the same time. It looks very comfortable because it's a little more oversized, and
Yeah,
it is definitely the trend in the coming year. It's it's very like Chanel has done a lot of the broad, rounded shoulders as well for the same season.
Okay, this is the one I think I saw a lot of people talking about as well. Is the accessories. There you go. Oh, there we go.
Chunky accessories.
Chunky, like really, really chunky chains.
Yeah.
Big, you know, the type that I might put at my gate. Oh, Beetlejuice pants.
I guess LV has always been very loud with their ready to wear sometimes, which is why it doesn't appeal to me. Like I don't mind watching the show, but I personally can't wear those things because it doesn't go with what I wear. Maybe like a piece here and there, yes, can kind of incorporate it, but
it's very loud
there.
Yeah, it's very loud and it's very, I don't know, like how it's like a real fashion show kind of clothing. It's hard to wear. Like this, I don't think I would wear that chain.
Yeah, the very like too chunky accessories are not as wearable, but they can look very good as a statement piece though, if you're into statement pieces. Like some people can really pull off those big statement pieces. I feel like maybe if you're taller and wider, then it also helps. If you're a tiny little person, then maybe all you can see is the necklace on you.
What do y'all think of this dress? I got a good shot of it. It looks, I don't know.
It looks good. But yeah. But
no. I mean, I feel like it's like lounge, it's like sleepwear. But we will see the what do you call it? The fast fashion houses come up with this in a couple of months. Oh, we have a new bag.
Oh, cool.
So they're really going on with the chain and the this 3 pouch bags. Like,
is it an accordion style or is it actual 3 pouch?
It's 3 pouches. I heard it's 3 pouches. It's kind of like the one that you talked about. You
really?
Remember the 3, but now larger.
That's huge pouches. Okay.
See?
Yep. Oh, okay. Interesting.
Like, this is supposed to be spring, summer, right? I don't know what's with the coats. Like, wow, glittery, shiny, disco. It's really 80s, huh? It's really an 80s theme. Because when I read about it, it was supposed to be inspired by the 80s, like, theme. Oh, nice dress.
I think that's the thing with fashion shows. They're usually a little bit more out there, which is art in this at the same time. Actually, this jacket is cool.
Yeah,
it would never like that would like I would be swimming inside because it's so wide. That's the problem. They will have to kind of shrink it when they sell it in the retail. Otherwise, I don't know how many people can actually pull off a super wide jacket. You know what I mean?
True. This or is it these pair of shoes that everybody's talking about? Like in the comment, is it these shoes?
No, I feel like it's the first one. The Smurf shoes are the first one. These are
they look
like more normal.
I don't know. Would you buy them?
No, but they still look more normal.
This is a nice jacket.
Yeah, I'm so glad because all my jackets look like that, like the ones that I just bought last winter. So it's gonna, get
match.
me to the next few seasons because they're all kind of rounded shoulders.
So I see a theme. I see these weird looking pointy shoes.
Yeah, the shoes are kind
gnomes.
of weird for sure.
Chunky belts. That
Mm.
seems to be a theme. Chunky,
Necklaces.
big belts.
Pouches. Yeah, lots of pouches.
And this bag. This bag. Let's try and get a good shot of it.
Yeah, like the trio, like a oversized trio pouch bag.
You know what? The models look so uncomfortable. They look like they're struggling to walk. They're like,
all because of the shoes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
These are okay. Okay. So the chunky chain is another one.
Mm-hmm. There's another bag here. It's kind of like a. Reminds me of the.
Let's see if it comes out again.
It kind of reminds me of the bento box from a couple years ago.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, another theme that I think is gonna be, it seems to be coming out, the silver, a lot of silver, green and silver, metallic. I mean, LV's shows are nice to. Wow.
Plastic pants. Is it plastic? I can't see properly. Is it plastic?
It looks like metallic, but this
okay.
I suddenly thought of, you know what? You know that what's the singer? Oh my gosh. I'm not roasting this, but it just comes up like that singer that says, "Can't touch this." Da, 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 da. Who is that singer?
I don't know. You have to ask I have no clues with singer names and
really. Come on, people. All right, tell me. You know that song? Da, 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 da. And he's got a dance. Oh, that's a nice dress. Oh, that's okay. That's okay. Okay, those are not okay.
Okay, the shoes are very, very out there. Are they really gonna sell those?
You know, it's like the Chanel shoes from the last season. Those boots that were just all the models were wearing.
But those are classic, though.
True, but did they sell them? Are they in the?
Yeah. They did.
They did. Oh, okay. So these clogs, I think they might sell them. They might. I'm sure. Oh my gosh, look at her. She can't even walk.
I know, she's wobbly. Oh my gosh.
She's like, whoa. But the dress is nice.
Models falling on the runway is something that does happen because sometimes those shoes are very uncomfortable, right?
Yeah.
And they're really high too. I mean, these models are already really tall to begin with.
See, a lot of metallic, a lot of like kind of jumper, army, inspired jumper, painter. I don't know.
But I wonder what's the inspiration behind the shoes. Are these really 80s shoes? I don't remember if shoes were like that before.
Look at her. I mean, I'm just observing them walking. Oh, there are the belts. I saw somebody post this picture of this bag. I think this is going to be one of the it bags. The chunky chain is leather with like. I'm trying to get a video of it. Kind of know. Yeah.
Bounce. Does it say bounce? I think it says bounce.
Oh man. Oh, I think we'll see that in Zara. Tops like these, big sleeves. There's
You
something.
can
There's
count on
something.
Zara for coming up. Although Zara's doing well now. You still need to choose, but it's I've got I never bought so many Zara pieces that I was like, oh, I'm actually keeping. Because before, every time I'd get so excited about a collection, I would, buy a bunch of things, but either nothing fits or the quality is so terrible that you're like turned
True.
off. But this time,
It's
I'm
not
like
bad.
surprised. I literally, of my entire order, I returned 2 things. Not because they don't look nice, but because they didn't fit. And one, the quality, I was like, I'll just wait till there's another jacket that's like the same color. So
I think we'll see some of these in Zara. So okay, can you like this lady, like this model, she's got something at the back of her, like can you see that? Like
a yellow thing.
yellow
Flap?
thing. Let's see if they turn it around. It looks like, what is that?
Oh, okay. So
It looks like
okay, keep going. Maybe.
it's
Oh,
like
so
these
they sew like almost like a hang.
scarf.
Yeah, on the shoulder.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oh man, it's definitely we'll see this in the fast fashion. All these big bright colors for sure, which might be nice. Oh my gosh, what is that? There's another one at the back.
Oh yeah, she's wearing the same shoes too. I think in a
They're
different
wearing
color.
pillowcases.
I'm actually not getting a very happy vibe from these models. I wonder if they didn't like what they were wearing.
Oh
I don't know.
man,
It's very, very strange what they're wearing. Like the clothes, they're okay, but the shoes
at least
are very strange for sure.
they're like I don't know. They're like
Slippers
pillowcases
at home that
that
you would
you
wear at
wrap.
home.
I don't know. Okay, we'll see them. We'll see them in the store.
Are you sure? I'm not so sure about this. Well, who would buy these? I mean, they don't. They look terrible. Uggs look better than these. I'm not so sure this will appear in the fast fashion. I just don't know what this is. I don't know if they would
I'm waiting.
sell.
I'm waining for the fashionistas to buy them.
No.
They might be really comfortable. They might be.
No, I think maybe those Smurf heels, maybe some people will buy because those still kind of look cool. But these, I don't know. These just look like loafers that you wear at home.
Oh man. It's okay. So bright colors, loud, loud, chunky accessories seems to be a big theme. Skate.
And large prints with words on it. It's a total different vibe from the other show that I watched earlier.
It's very different from Chanel, right?
So different. Like polar directions. Totally different.
Oh, I think that's it.
I'm definitely a fan
they're
of
gonna come out.
the Chanel show much, much more.
This background that they're doing with the video and all is giving me a headache.
I feel like this setup for this runway is not very safe, though. I'm not sure why they had it set up like this either.
It's very 80s. It is. It is. The color, the prints, the
rock and roll.
Yeah, the rock and roll. The even the face.
We'll see how everyone else liked it, and also I wonder how their viewing experience was. You could also it depends, I guess. If you're watching from your mobile, then it might be really hard because it's a very, very tiny screen. But hopefully, You could just take our word for it based on what we saw.
Oh, it's done.
I didn't really see that many bags. Well, I think there's actually 2 or 3, but they never really show all of them in the runway anyway. I don't know if I was super impressed. I think I would say
Yeah, see,
no.
it's all green screen. There are just like green.
Mm. Yeah, that is when he
Okay.
walks out. That's the end.
All right. Let me go back. That was fun. That was fun. I hope that turned out okay.
Yeah, let us know how it was. Like we're trying things out, and if not, we'll figure. We'll try to make it better next time, if anything. But we tried. We tried.
Yeah, we tried. Okay. So let me just one more thing. So I think that's it. Yeah, we just want to do a short one, and then I want to show you this thing so that we can start for, especially for people who are new. Let me just share this. So, like we said earlier, we are going to be calling everybody the Luxies. And before I pull all your comments over, when we do the Q&A, that's the best part of the live stream, right? We're here to watch a little bit, talk a little bit, and then of course just answer questions, have a chat. And for you who are new, put a bunch of question marks at the start of your question, your question to us, so that we'll see it, because we're on a different platform. If you want to talk to each other, you can put an @ but for us, just put a bunch of question marks, and then we'll see your question. So let's begin. Firstly, make sure you comment. What do you think of that LV Women's Spring Summer 2021? Okay, maybe before we go there, what do you think, Amy?
Oh, I don't know. Is this the worst show that I've seen? Maybe not the worst. There's actually elements that I like. So I did like a lot of the jackets, even the t-shirts. They're cool. It's fine to buy a graphics tee once in a while to incorporate into like everything else, kind of just to dress it down. Yeah, the shoe department, I'm not impressed. The bags, I can't really get a close-up of like those other 2 bags, but the trio bags, I'm not. Nah. And the color green and silver is their main theme almost, I feel. It's okay. Like silver is fine. But it's very hard to wear silver on a daily basis. Green is just not a color that I'm attracted to. Plus, it doesn't look good on me. So that's why I'm not super attracted to that. It doesn't mean that it's not a good color. It just means that it doesn't wear well on me. So
the belts
I don't mind. I mean, there's always a place for belts, I feel, especially if you're someone who has like the part of your body is like the best part is like your waist. It really does help cinch in like a very statement jacket, especially because the belts that we've seen they're pretty statement. They're quite thick. You can definitely see it. Like the moment you look at someone and they're wearing that belt, you can see it. So I feel like they're cool. But it's not everybody can pull off, basically. Not everyone can pull off a thick belt. I don't think I can personally. What else?
the accessories, the chains.
Yeah, the chains. It's very much trend. Like it's very trendy, definitely because of the size. I feel like based on just the other show that I watched earlier, I feel like that one is a lot more tasteful. They still had chunkier accessories, but it's just a lot more wearable. So this is definitely more runway. It looks great on the runway. Like you can tell, like kaboom, it's right there on the body, right? So I think it's fun as a show, as an art. I like, again, I didn't read anything about this show. I didn't really study it, so I don't really know what it was inspired from, like the creation, what was it inspired from, like why the shape of the shoes and everything combined. So I'm not sure what it is. Maybe if I knew, then maybe I'll see where he's coming from. But otherwise, I guess, yeah, LV ready to wear is not my preference. Like there are things that I like sometimes, but they're usually not even from the runway. They're just like whatever is like part of the collection, but not part of the runway.
Yeah,
What about you?
For me, I actually, when I watched the previous runways, like some of the ready to wear, I kind of like, wow, it's really nice. It's like
Yeah.
it's I don't know, it stands out. Like the current season, the one with the LV the since 1854 collection, that runway with everyone, I mean with all the models wearing something, it's like it's loud, of course, but it's interesting. This
Yes,
one,
I agree.
I just see like, okay, the jackets are nice. Like I'm not personally I'm not a huge fan of jackets just because where I live, but they are
Yeah.
nice. Okay, they're nice, and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. There were a couple of dresses which didn't really like that, kind of like a zebra one, which I thought was okay. But the pants, I don't know. I think this round's ready to wear isn't that great. I get the prints, and it's loud. It's louder. It's making a statement. The belts are okay, but I don't wear belts. But I always find that when I watch a show, I always try to look for some standout pieces, especially with accessories and bags and shoes, ready to wear. Just because I don't buy a lot of it. So for this show, I didn't see anything that stood out.
Yeah, basically. Yeah.
There wasn't like a bag. I'm like, oh wait, look at that bag. It wasn't any. Yeah, there wasn't any. Yeah, I
Totally
didn't
agree.
see any that was I would say something that I would wait for in the season when it comes out next year. I'm like, oh, I must make sure we check this one out. There wasn't any like accessories as well. Like Chanel's, there will always be something, the camera will zoom in, you're like, those pair of earrings, we need to see those pair of earrings. But this one was totally like, yeah, not that good.
Yeah, I'm just like, okay, I've seen it.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
that's the thing though, runways, they're fun to watch, but whatever they come out when it's like time to come, like when it's March, April, whatever they come out in the store can be totally different. So
True.
we shall see.
True. A theme I think would be the green, the silver. We'll see a lot of that green, silver, a lot of large prints, large belts. I think we will also see those chunky chain accessories. But other than that, I'm not really sure. Okay, so I'm gonna start pulling out your comments on the show. Nelly saying the Smurf shoes. We saw them. Deborah's watched the Chanel one. I watched this Chanel one. I thought it was really pretty. I picked out the colors like pink, I saw a lot of pink. I saw a lot of like lilac purple, which is really pretty. The bags, there was this miniature, really small,
like a nano little vanity.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, so cute. So cute. So cute.
Yeah, I really did love the Chanel show. But I don't know if there's any Chanel show I didn't like though.
True.
There's always something that I like at Chanel, which is why it's so hard to not buy Chanel ever. I'm never gonna promise guy I'm not gonna buy Chanel, so that's not happening.
Deborah loves the new green bags. Deborah, you love green bags. I think the green is actually a nice emerald green because they're using like the green screen to show. Just got to see how it looks like when they actually produce the bags. So I saw a few Instagram pictures of I think Bagaholic Boy. He posted a few pictures. I was like, okay, I can see it's a very bright and vibrant color. I don't know how, for me, I don't know how to incorporate green, like just a green bag in my wardrobe.
I think some people can pull off green very well. I think if you have more of I think blonde. No, not just blonde. Not just blondes. I think some people just can pull off the color. For me, it just washes me off. So, which is why I never wear green.
Yeah. MK, I watched the Chanel Fantastic and LV. Didn't like it except for the dress embroidered by my neighbor's atelier. Wow.
Wow. So
Was it
cool.
wow, that's really cool. That's really cool. That is cool. Okay, so that's right. Yeah, green is because of the green screen, right? As expected.
For the videos and the graphics.
Okay,
Yeah,
so
everyone is wearing a was it everyone though? I did see a lot of people during the show was wearing a mask.
yeah, I think most of them maybe, but especially the sitting side by side. Neon pink. There was this one jacket from Chanel that had like, it looked a little bit Fendi-ish, like they drew it looks like it's drawn on with a Sharpie, like a dark black pen. But yeah, it looks nice. I thought it looked cute.
Chanel. If only you could afford it. Especially the ready to wear.
KK is like, the shoes get worse. Oh man, yeah, the shoes.
Yeah, why why that shape? I'm not sure. But see, that's the thing. Sometimes a really interesting out of the box shape comes out and you actually like it, kind of like the Bottega, very square toe, sort of very almost like a puffy
The weaving.
the interwoven leather, like that looks good. I don't know why, like maybe it's the heel as well, like the shape of the whole shoe. That looks good, but I don't know why with the LV one it just didn't work for me.
You know why? This is what I think with the Bottega shoes, because when you wear those Bottega shoes, you look like you can walk in them and your legs look nice. These look like they're like just look at the models, right? Models are supposed their work life is walking, and they're like
I know they look like it would be easy to kind of
tilt.
Yeah. I'm not sure how to describe it otherwise, because they didn't look good and they didn't look comfortable.
Okay, so Maria saying there's an open ceiling for air circulation and space chairs. Yeah, kind of maybe because we're watching it from like a video, it looks close, but maybe when you're actually there, it could be quite of a distance. Don't like the super long coats. Don't like the shoes that look like Dutch clogs.
Yes, they do look like clogs. That's right.
That's what they look kind of like. Yeah, I was like, there is something. It looks kind of familiar. Dutch clogs. Maria, you're such a joke.
Ay, ay, ay.
Oh.
What's up? Oh, yeah. they kind of look like that, yeah.
Yeah, with the pointy. Yeah, with the point. That's funny. Yeah, everybody's okay. I see it. Everybody's like Dutch clogs. Deborah likes the chunky necklaces.
Reminds me of dog collar.
Where?
The two comments before that. Does
So
it?
It's very polarized. Either you like it or you don't like it. There's no in the middle. So it's actually that's a good point, because like you either like the collection or you just don't get it.
Yeah, maybe that's what it is. But I'm never really I guess I'm too neutral. Like I didn't like it for myself, but I don't hate it, because like you can't hate art. This is someone's different interpretation, right? So yeah.
Looks like green is the shade. Yeah, I can't see myself with a green bag. So that's true. Like if you think about it, right? Like this is spring summer, so 6 months from now, the colors will come out. This will be the main color, right? There will be a lot of bags. I don't know. Maybe there are a lot of people who love green. Like
there are actually.
It's a hot
just
color,
like there are some people that don't like red, but I don't understand that, because I love red. There's a lot of people that love pink. I don't mind pink, but I won't buy like so much pink. Like
that's true.
You will never see me buy an actual pink bag per se. Not because I hate it or anything, but if there was a pink and there was a red or a fuchsia or something like that, like a darker shape, I'll go for that. You know what I mean? It's just like I just prefer something. Yeah. So there's actually a lot of people that like green.
I like the color green. It's just that would I buy a green bag? Because it's hard to
No, it just depends what you wear. I think some people wear a
true.
lot of browns, and maybe they do a lot of like the yeah, I think browns, blue, green, they all go very well together. So and even like the like all the shades of browns, like nude, beige, all those go very well with green too.
True. Yeah. Okay. Maria saying the
Casual and
clothes look
sloppy.
too casual and sloppy. A lot of people. That's the thing. So it's a very street wear, almost like laid back kind of look, like streetwear laid back kind of look. So you gotta like that look. Like, but if you want to be more put together, then this whole collection, like, no, not for you.
Yeah. And I'm also thinking, I wonder if like I wonder how far ahead they thought about this collection, because with the pandemic and also not knowing when it's going to be over, people are going to be still wearing more comfortable clothes, right? So are they designing with that in mind as well? Or is it just like, how does it come about the fact that they want to go back to the more relaxed fit? Like everything is more like kind of, everything is like wider. How did they come about this? Like, how did they decide that they're just going to do more 80s all of a sudden? Does it kind of coincide with like the fact that maybe the pandemic is still around, and that like I'm just doing loungewear all the time, right? Like I don't really have to wear this jacket anywhere, to be honest, but
That's interesting, because just last couple of weeks, or was it last week, I was watching another YouTuber's unboxing, Tiffany from LV Coffee Lover, and she unboxed like her Christmas collection, Vivian. I can't remember, was it a charm or something? And the date code on her Christmas collection was early in the year. Like it was manufactured beginning of the year for end of the year. So how far ahead do they think of the collection? I don't know. I don't know. Like, yeah. Okay. Chunky chains. Too chunky.
I actually really don't mind chunky chains, but I just think that the one that the model the model was wearing was too chunky for me. Like you literally all you see is like a chain on my collar, right?
Michelle, you made a really funny point. I'm so glad I kept my chunky belt. This suddenly reminds me of what my mom used to say to me. Don't throw it away. You'll never know when it comes back. I should dig my mom's closet.
You know what? That's the thing though, with fashion, it will always come back. But I feel like some things don't throw away for sure. But if you don't throw away ever anything or consign or give away to charity, you're gonna end up with a lot of crap at home. So you kind of have to do it sometimes. Just depends on what it is.
Deborah, it's okay. You did a good thing. Somebody's gonna be fashionable. Oh. So yeah, so Maria made a comment up earlier. She said that to wear these clothes, you got to be pretty
tall.
Tall and skinny and a certain silhouette.
You have to have a waist to wear those chunky belts. If you're short and you have no waist, like me, you cannot wear them. You can, it just doesn't look good.
Michelle saying, I wonder if my mom kept the old jacket. They look kind of similar. I'm gonna ask my mom, takes a photo, it's like, do you have this? She's like, yeah, it's somewhere in the cupboard.
Yeah. You know, I really do like those jackets. They're very comfortable.
True. Okay. So Deborah saying, so I had a comment from a subby, Neil. He said that the chunky chains, like the designs are actually from Celine. Okay.
Oh.
Because the creative designer, which I cannot remember his name, who is with LV's ready to wear right now, was from Celine. And Celine was the first one that came out with some of these bag designs, something like that. So Neil Neil can clarify when you watch this later. But basically, it's like all the designers are going around and they're bringing everybody's elements in, and LV is like picking them up as well. So, yeah. Okay. Oops, sorry. Actually, the vibe and some of the design. Oh, there we go. MK is right. Yeah. So this is what Neil was saying. There are some Celine elements in this as well, because the ready-to-wear designer, can't remember his name. Let me just check. Daniel or something like that. Or was it Johnny?
Me.
John something. He was telling me Johnny.
No? Okay.
Wait, let me find. Okay, let me see. He told me this guy, Johnny Coca? Johnny Coca. He used to be from Celine and he's now with LV. And that's why some of the Celine elements are now in LV.
I'm seeing everyone answer you who it is. The singer of that song.
MC Hammer. Da, 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 da. Da, da, da. Vanilla, no, it's not Vanilla Ice, but it's MC Hammer. Yeah, that's right.
You know, it's funny. I'm actually reading ahead in the comments. And Deborah, and not just Deborah, but other people have said that they think the Chanel boots look like pirate boots. Really? Is that what they wear? They're really fashionable if that's the case. Because I love those boots so much.
Well, Halloween is coming.
No, wear them every day, not just Halloween.
I mean, they definitely, you know, those that runway, you know, they had the pants that was like all the buttons and then the buttons split open, right? You know, that pair of pants, I thought they looked very familiar. They look like the Gucci, like a few seasons ago, Gucci had something very similar with the stripes, red and white and blue, and they also opened up. So I was like, oh, that's interesting. Kind of like same.
Well, I know it's not the same because it's not runway, but back in high school, you know, like those Adidas pants, you know, with the stripes, and then like they're sportswear, right? But then they have buttons running all the way up to probably all the way up to the waist actually, and a lot of people just wore them. I think even myself, you just unbutton the bottom like from the knee down, and that's the look. But definitely did remind me of that too. Yeah, back in high school.
Pants, right? And you could like da 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 da.
Yeah.
Oh my god. See, we were fashionable. I totally forgot about those. Like, yeah,
really?
there was like track pants.
Yeah.
And buttons. I remember buttons. Yeah.
They went all the way up to the waist. Like you can literally just, your pants can split from like the side.
Oh my gosh, I think I have them.
A lot of people had them.
Yeah.
It was like in the early early 90s. That was when I was in high school. That gives you an idea of how old I am.
Okay, here we go. There's another. Whereas it's just too weird, overly trendy, not even streetwear cool. It is very trendy. Like this whole, like LV, I think is now very, very, very trendy. In the past maybe 2-3 years, and when I watched the runway, it's even more just trendy. And I don't know what than trendy, just very fashionable, very like stand out, not even stand out. They're just talking pieces like, whoa, cool. But it's not really classic.
The word that comes to mind when I see something like a collection like this is like it's art. Because you can't really define this by trend even, because I feel like it's just it's a form of art in a way, but kind of multiplied, not amplified almost. Like obviously logos and the colors and whatever, those are going to be the trend. And you know, the wide shoulders and everything, but they just literally amplified it on the runway because they can.
True.
Yeah.
So, so what do you think of the men's version, the the one where they did it in Japan?
Me?
Did you watch?
I didn't watch any of
Oh, you
it.
didn't watch it. Okay.
No.
Did you see the pictures?
Sure, you can pull it off. Pull it out.
So the recent LV men's, I think it's also spring summer runway in, I think it was Tokyo. Would you call that art?
Should I look it up?
Take a look while I look for
Okay.
the next comment. You didn't see it? The one with the big teddy bears?
Oh, I didn't watch the show.
Ah, you didn't watch it. Yeah, yeah,
I
yeah.
saw pictures.
Uh, you crack me out, girl. Those shoes look like the covers you would wear when you entered an open house. You know what they remind me of? They remind me of scrubs. You know where doctors go for surgery, you're supposed to wear their like the coverings for your shoe. No?
They just the shoes just confuses me. Okay, I'm looking at pictures of the Tokyo. It's very rainbow color. Yeah, tons of teddy bear. There's like a whole teddy bear on the chest. Someone is holding a big teddy bear on the arm.
Did you see the one? Look for the one with the giant teddy bear. The guy's like, it's so huge that if
Looking
any of
for a
you watch the
giant teddy
LV
bear.
men's collection with the giant, giant, giant teddy bears, I die. Oh my.
Is that considered giant? It takes up, I guess, his whole arm. Is that the one?
No, it's as
No,
big
there's
as
another
him.
one.
Okay, let me look for it. Let me look for it.
There's one with tons of different ones on the body. Where's the giant teddy bear?
Giant teddy bear. It's so good. I mean,
Did you
it's
find it?
definitely a talking. Like you would just.
But you know, for some reason, when I look at this collection, just as an overall aesthetic, not looking at the detail, aside from the stuffed toy, which I don't understand, everything else I like though. Like I
That's
really like
true.
the colors, it's really vibrant. The shape of the ready to wear is just it's nice. It's just very well tailored, classic look. I love all the colors that's going on, like literally rainbow. You've got the deep royal blue, you've got the vibrant red, you've got the checker black and white. There's also an emerald green, yellow jacket. Like everything just looks very strikingly, like you just love to look at.
Yeah, he did a. I mean, in terms of colors, I have to admit it's nice, but I can't.
But all the stuffed toy, yeah, that's just a detail that no one would actually really
I
care
don't
for. I
get
think
this.
a normal person wouldn't care for unless you're like like a celebrity or an artist of some sort and you wear that.
No,
A
but I
normal
don't get it.
person wouldn't really care for this, I don't think.
I don't get it. Like I don't get the purpose of the stuffed toys. Like I don't get it. To me, it distracted. It was a little bit of a distraction for the whole show, because when you watch the show and you actually just pay attention to the clothing, I thought they would look really cool for the guys. So I know we're diverting a little bit, but the guys, like the bigger damiers and really colorful, and I thought, wow, this is like really funky clothes.
Mm.
But I was so distracted by the teddy bear sticking here, and like I was like, what? But anyway, I didn't read about it. So if anybody knows what was the inspiration to the anime teddy bear thing, please enlighten me. I'm not sure. Oh. Oh, this one. Have you seen the Dior show? The music was so bad I had to mute it. It sounded like people screaming or being tortured. I haven't watched it. I haven't
Haven't
watched
watched
it.
it yet. No, I was
Is it
gonna do
now?
all that watching this weekend.
Okay. Oh man. Balmain. Okay, so we've got some Balmain had a lot of nice dresses with very 80s exaggerated but sharp shoulders. Yeah. I
But
think
they
it can,
always have sharp shoulders. But I guess this year is a little bit more oversized, right?
all in all. Okay, so all in all, everybody give your summary of what you thought. I've been missing Louis Vuitton by Marc Jacobs. Nothing, never got anything but sunglasses from LV since he left. Yeah, it's definitely changed. It's quite a lot, quite a lot. But that's the designer, right? Then at one point I remember people were saying, LV is so boring because LV, it's always the same. They should get rid of all their classics. Speedy should just be gone, everything. But then they took this really different direction whereby they're super, super arty, trendy. And now people are saying, oh, they're overly trendy. So you just can't win. Can't win.
Well, I guess it depends from which point of view you're looking at, because I think MK himself loves he loves ready to wear a lot.
Mm.
I think for a lot of the people on the online luxury community, they're very much into the accessories, so mainly bags. But I think MK himself loves ready to wear, so I wonder if he's talking about clothing
Cool.
more than
Mm.
the bags. Because for sure, yeah, bags. I think bags, there's always something that you will end up liking, even if the direction of the creative director is, so wild and different from what you're, say, compared to Marc Jacobs or what you used to yourself. But bags, there's always going to be something for someone, something for everyone, I feel. But yeah, ready to wear is a little trickier for sure.
For
And
sure.
I'm not super familiar with ready to wear from LV myself, but in general, I just know it's not really my aesthetic anyway.
I have this book that I ordered from LV, which has all the I'm just waiting for it to arrive. It has all the runway collections for the past, I don't know how many years and years and years ago.
Wow.
So there's just many pictures, just a picture. It's an LV book. And the stage where Marc Jacobs was there, a lot of the clothes were very, very, they were beautiful. I remember actually when I was seeing through the pictures online. I was like, oh, I remember this collection and this collection, because they were just so, to some extent, dreamy, and it kind of have a little bit of, now that I think of it, it's like it's got a bit of like Chanel vibe as well, because it's almost dreamy for the women's line. I didn't see the men's line, but now it's taken a really different turn. Like now
Mm,
it's streetwear and more, there's more statement, kind of like real statement pieces that's
mhm,
different. So I don't know. It's different. Yeah, it's just different.
mm. And it's possible that uh, as brands are really like globalized now, like the market is the entire world, right? Which part of the earth has more of a buying power or spends most they would probably cater to them more, right? So that could also influence how they design things.
Yeah, true.
Because if we look at Asia, for example, they tend to wear more colors. That's as far as I know, because like my relatives, they're always colorful. They will wear a green shirt and like it's, you know, like blue pants. Like I don't know, this is very colorful. Whereas like if you look at people in North America, I feel like we're more boring. We're always neutral. So it could be that reason too. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe I don't know. Yeah, maybe because also like maybe Chinese New Year has a like if it's talking about Asia, right? Like it's like Asia Chinese New Year is like when you just go all red and bright and
Right.
yellow and all the gold colors. Maybe that has
Yeah.
something to do with the aesthetics as well. But then in other countries have like Christmas and all that with bright colors as well. But anyway, anyway. Okay.
You don't buy LV to wear as your Christmas t-shirt, as your Christmas shirt, sweater.
Okay. Set honey. Hope I'm saying that right. What do you think about the Prada re-edition 2005?
Yeah. I think you have some thoughts on it.
I've only seen that bag that everybody is really crazy about, the one that's the multi pochette. It's interesting, I guess. When I went into Prada and I asked I was talking to the essay for this Prada re-edition 2005. So he was telling me the reason they put the 2005 stamp on the clochette for the kind of like utilitarian kind of multi pochette is because he was telling me that Prada came out with it first. So it's a re-edition of something that they did previously, and it's not LV that came out with it first. I don't know if that's true.
Oh, is that why oh.
I'm like, excuse me, you didn't come up with this. I did it 2005. And I was like,
LV didn't do the exact same thing anyway. Like honestly, everyone does the same thing at the end of the day, but in their version, right? So
yeah. So they were saying like, I don't think Prada is owned by LV. I don't think so. They're like probably saying that, we are not copying you. You are copying us. Stamp 2005. But anyway, besides that, it's okay. I think if you're talking about the multi-pochette, I shouldn't say that. We're talking about the utilitarian kind of look. It's interesting. I know Clara. I'm not sure if Clara is here. She loves her Prada bag. She says that it's more because it's nylon and it's easier to put things inside. There's more space. Yeah, I think it's okay.
Yeah, that one is definitely roomier for sure. It looks it's because it's shaped like that, right? From the side.
Yeah.
So it has more of a, like once you open it, there's like, it's like a little bigger bag. I don't know how to say it.
Yeah, it fits more. It fits more because of the shape of that, like a diamond or triangle shape. So even though it's slim on the top, but because the base is wider, you can actually put more things. Plus, it's nylon. It's definitely more pliable. But they also have it in leather, but I didn't see the leather version.
Oh, nice. I definitely think that the nylon one would be more comfortable. I do agree that when I've never tried the Prada one, but like when I wear my cheapo, like they're not that cheap, but like, the sports sack nylon bags, they're like, in the $100 range, right? They're so comfortable. Like honestly, they're really comfortable. It's just a nylon bag, but there's something about fabrics, which is why in our last live show, we talked about all the material, well, the common material, and then at the end we had questions about fabric. Well, the thing is, fabric is comfortable. Okay, yeah. Fabric is always going to be comfortable as a really comfortable material to handle and to wear, but it just doesn't last. It's not going to last the same as a leather counterpart. So yeah, that's just the sort of like your compromise, I guess.
True. So I've got something to tell about Prada for anyone here who is interested in Prada, like you like and you want to get something from Prada nylon. You should get it now. Not because I don't support what they're doing. So I know because the essay was telling me that not Prada's nylon in the future is all going to be they are putting out there that they're going to use all recycled nylon. And I went in store and I actually felt the different nylons. The nylon that is the current, which is not recycled, the existing nylon, it feels a little bit silkier and thicker. The nylon that they are using, which is called re-nylon, this trend that they're doing, which is recycled nylon, which is such a great initiative. The only thing is, it's thinner. I was kind of surprised. It's thinner and it's definitely lighter, but it's thinner and it doesn't seem to have a sheen to it. So moving forward, I think from next year, mid-year onwards, all the nylon bags that you see from Prada are going to be recycled nylon.
Does it feel more durable even though it's thinner?
It feels yeah, it doesn't feel more durable. It just
Okay.
feels because I had the both bags side by side, and I was asking what's the difference, but just on face, like if you just look at it, you can see the re-nylon version doesn't have a sheen to it compared to the current nylon, and the bag itself is lighter. So it's really strange because you would think it would be exactly the same, but it's not. So
What about the price?
same.
Oh, okay. So if you prefer the classic, thicker, shinier nylon, buy it now.
Buy it now because
Okay.
now the re-nylon bags have a stamp that says, like, for example, this is my bag. Okay, let's say this is the re-nylon bag. They'll have a stamp that says re-nylon. So they'll tell you these are re-nylon bags, which is cool. But moving forward, the stamp is not going to be there anymore because all bags will be re-nylon bags.
Ah.
So if you don't, it's kind of like probably like, you know, LV's canvas. The old canvas is different than the new canvas, but you don't know it, right? Until you feel both of them together. So right now you can actually go into Prada store because I went to one in Ion, and the essay there was explaining to me, and he showed me the both bag. He said, "Oh, the re-nylon is lighter. It's, you know, different." And I was like, when he told me that, and I felt it, I was like, "Oh yeah, it's lighter." Is it thinner? It's not thinner, but there's definitely a slight difference. But in the future, you will not know anymore. So,
Good info. Good info.
Yeah.
Makes me want to.
Makes you want to get a Prada bag now. Get the current versions.
Do I need another one of those bags? So
No,
no,
but, you know, actually the price is still pretty good.
I don't know. We'll see.
I won't mind getting one. Just
I know it's because it's very handy, right? The
very
different pouches and the thick strap is really comfortable. I really do like the thick strap.
and you can't go wrong with a nylon bag. Like,
Yeah. Are you gonna get black?
if
They have
I get
many
it, I'll get
colors.
the black.
Just the black, okay.
And I think, yeah, it would good. I mean, when we can travel, it would be a good traveling bag.
True.
And then when I get it, and if I get it, of course, I will blame it all on Clara because she's like, I love Prada. Okay, Maria saying Virgil should have done men's and women's show. So sad Nicholas totally bombed his No Elegance. You know, but you know, everybody's different, right? Because we think he bombed it, or we think that it's a bit loud and maybe a bit not our style. But there will be people who really think it's fashionable, right? And I think yeah, it would be quite I think this is probably like either you like it or you don't like it. It's not really in the middle. You're like,
Yeah, I think there's always a market for, like, there's always going to be someone who likes it. Yeah, for sure.
So MK says the only attire that I like is this is from the LV show, is the dress embroidered by my neighbor's atelier. You should see his work. Jean-Pierre Ollier.
Okay.
Oh, okay, we'll look for him.
We'll look it up. Are you looking it up now?
No.
Oh,
I'm just
okay.
scrolling down to see. Okay, Rihanna. 80s is on trend right now, so I'm not surprised, but not exciting like it should be. I also dislike green bags. Yeah, I actually I like certain green bags. I had a really old, which I don't have anymore. My green, it's like a deep green Bottega bag. However, I can't buy. I mean, I personally won't buy a bright green bag. It's just hard to match for my kind of lifestyle. 80s is on trend. I know. I'm thinking like, man, I should have kept all my 80s clothes.
Are you sure 80s is like, how old were you? Like, what do you mean should have kept all your 80s clothes?
I mean 80s trend, right? Like all those 80s trends when you're in the 90s, they probably still had the 80s trend.
Yeah. But then you were just in high school. Like how can you keep clothes from that long ago when you were only a kid?
My mom.
You're not really buying that much clothes back then, are you?
Well, I did have a lot of T-shirts then.
Ah, right.
These kind of big prints on it. I remember in
T-shirts
school,
cool.
like I was probably like 12, and I remember buying big prints, like big colorful ones. Probably have holes by now, but you know.
Yeah, it's true. I was just wearing an old DKNY shirt as my PJ, and now like it's from high school, right? So like literally the back where the label is there's like holes where like it's sewn, where the label is sewn. There's like holes everywhere because like it's all broken down already. But I'm still wearing it as my PJ because it's so comfortable.
Yeah,
and it's red.
Totally.
DKNY.
The collar where it's supposed to be folded in, like it's all ripping out.
Yeah. It's distressed now.
Oh man, distress. Yeah, that's the right one.
But you're right. I just remembered that I do have a green bag. Well, it's kind of an SLG, the YSL pouch. It's a very dark crocodile green. Very dark emerald crocodile embossed green. Remember it?
Yep.
That one's really good because it's so dark. It looks like it doesn't look green. It just looks like very dark green. So that's nice.
Rebecca sharing this. Okay. I'm just going through picking up some comments. Okay. So I have a hard time with light pinks, bright pinks. Light pinks. Bright pinks is a lot easier since it pops rather than blends in.
I feel like it really depends on your skin tone, for sure.
Harder. I guess color is so like Amy, you like red bags. I like red bags, but I know I can't incorporate red bags in my right now. Like I can't. I tried it, but it just and I think it also is a confidence thing to carry a very bright colored bag.
Really?
So like I'm not confident to wear a green bag. I'll be like a bit like no, and red.
No, but what? Okay, so growing up, what was your favorite color? Like young, like even when I was like 7 years old, when my mom would ask me what color coat do you want, and they're all like laying in front of me, I'm like, I want the red one. I'm always chose the red one.
Really? Okay, yeah. I had two main colors. For me, when I was young, I think when I was until just before high school, my main color was purple. I love purple. Purple, deep, rich, royal purple, like purple, anything purple.
So let me ask you, would you rock a purple, like that exact shade of purple bag?
Now?
Yeah. Is that a confidence thing? Really?
Yeah,
I thought it's more just because you love the color so much that you would just wear it.
No, I think I will rock like a rich purple color, like a aubergine, like a brinjal aubergine, like a what is it called? Royal purple color, like a deep, very rich, almost blackish purple. I think I could do that. But if you ask me to pick a lilac purple bag, I don't think I would dare to wear it.
But do you like the lilac purple color though?
I like it, but I like it. And when I'm very attracted to it, I'm like, oh, nice. But I won't necessarily buy it. So with green as well. Yeah, interesting, right?
That is interesting, yeah.
Like I like pink. Like now I do like pink. I like all shades of pink, right? Whether it's super pastel pink to neon pink, but I won't buy a pink bag.
Yeah. No, pink, I feel like it's so subjective because I don't know why I don't buy that much pink, even though I don't mind pink. Actually, that's not true. I have a lot of pink. It's just I don't have a pink bag. I have a lot of pink actually, but they're usually more of the fuchsia pink, so it's almost red. Yeah. Not Barbie pink. Not Barbie pink.
Candy's asking, what lipstick am I wearing? I'm not wearing anything. This is the natural lip. This is my natural lip color. I have very
you can make a lipstick with that color, with your lip color.
I should make this, right? It's like lip gloss. Make this color for my lips. Let's see. Wow. Okay, Deborah's saying this. You don't always have to have a waist to wear a chunky belt. Think Diane Keaton. It makes you look like you have a waist.
Maybe that's a confidence thing for me then. No, I seriously feel like I feel so like when I wear a chunky, like especially like the thicker belts, because I do have some that are not thick, like they're not designers, they're just like, you know, from a high street, whatever. I do have some that are pretty thick back then, and I love it because I love it enough to buy it, right? Because I wanted the look. But when I wear it, it's not only uncomfortable, I just don't feel like it matches. It just doesn't go with what. Maybe because also I have to say, I keep saying that, but it's true. Like I have more of a straight, like I say rectangle, but I do have more of a straight body type. So like I don't even have like, even if I did cinch in the waist, and you can definitely tell that there's a big belt in the middle, there's no hips that round out, like that comes out. So it doesn't really look good on me unless I have a jacket that really does flare out. Then yes, then that jacket will give the illusion that I have more of a hip. But otherwise, it just looks like if I'm wearing a bodycon and then wearing a huge belt in the middle, it just doesn't. Yeah, there's no shape to speak about. I don't know why. Maybe it is a confidence thing for me.
You know, it's funny, you know, because what you are saying right now is what you're saying about your. Okay, so I know we're veering off topic, people. It's about all fashion. It's interesting because when I'm listening to you, you're like saying, "Oh, my body shape's straight. You know, I can't wear." And all my life, right, from young until high school, I always wished I had a straighter body shape.
What?
I have really? I know.
Why would you want that?
I used to look in the mirror and I'm like, oh man, I hate my body because I'm very straight at the top here. Like I have a very straight body like this, and my ass goes like boom.
Yeah, but I got feminine shape.
No, but I hate it. I hate it. I'm like, give me that straight body shape. Give it to me. Because when you wear t-shirts like this, and then the how do you say, when you wear the pants and my bum goes out like that, I'm like, I hate it.
Oh man, I guess we're always our own worst critic, because when I look at you, I'm like, you're so fit. I don't see anything wrong with you. Like you have the perfect body shape, so I wouldn't know what you're talking about. So.
You know, that's so strange, right? Because we always like critic, like you said, right? We're a self-critic, right?
Yeah.
But when you're young, I mean, when I was young, I was like, oh, I hate puberty.
Oh, puberty is different though. Your body,
all the genes are like
going on, and then all the different other people, like their body's changing, and then everyone's comparing with each other. It's like, high school.
I know.
I'm done with those days.
Yes, we are done with those days. So we're gonna rock that big belt. Though I know, coming back to what you said, I won't wear that big belt because I've got hips. Like I've got
Then
I
it
know
won't
the
really
trend
show
now is
them
the big
off.
hip, but I can't. 'Cause if I wear it, let me just so if I wear it, it'll be like kaboom.
No. See, I need a fake. I needed the fake kaboom. I need my jacket to do the kaboom for me. You know what I mean?
I mean, we're a bunch of body dysmorphic people.
Oh my goodness, that's so funny. Oh, I'm getting warm now.
Yeah, so when I see the models, of course, on the runway,
You're very
you
straight.
look at them, they're like, they've got legs infinity and beyond. Their hands are like, really thin and slim. They're just elongated. And when I go into the store, whether it's LV or not, and you wear it, you're like, what happened? What happened?
Okay, well, it's for most people, it's unreasonable to think that what looks on them is gonna be how it looks on us, though. So that I'm okay. I'm okay with. I've accepted the fact that I'm too short for for most clothing that I have to tailor, or I just don't buy it. Like that's why I hardly buy any designer pants because they're so long. Like at least the sleeve you can kind of pull it off sometimes, or just tailor if you really have to. But I hate tailoring stuff that is because I tailor my own things, so I'm that cheap. So I won't touch a designer garment. Okay, I don't tailor I'm not gonna take apart my Balmain jacket. No way. I'd rather just not buy them. If it's designer, they better just fit me the way it is.
They should. They should. So, I tried some pants from LV, which I think was a couple of seasons ago. I walked out of that dressing room feeling so demoralized.
Aww.
Nothing fits. And then my essay goes, do you need a larger size? Yeah, give it to me.
Oh man.
So it's definitely, when it comes to tops, I guess with designer, it's definitely easier. But with the pants, wow. If you want to have low self-esteem.
Oh man. Yeah, for sure.
Just can't. It's really it's tailored to a certain I mean, no, it's not tailored. It's made to a certain size, but with luxury ready to wear, they do offer tailoring free because they know, even for jackets and all, they not everybody's cut that way. But yeah.
For sure.
It's funny. I'm just listening to you go like, straight. Isn't that nice? I'm like, isn't that good? I'm like, I always wanted a straight body shape.
It's funny because like straight is fine when you're younger, I guess, when you have but with the straight body type, or at least the way I see it from looking at my aunts or looking at my mom, when you do gain weight, right, it's all in the stomach. So all you see is like you're like an apple at that point. So basically, if I don't want to look, if I want to remain in my clothes that I spent lots of money on because I buy a lot of clothes, I better just stay at the same thing as I am right now, because that's what you get with a straight body. But I guess with any body, if you gain weight, you just have to change it anyway. So I guess that's irrelevant. But you know what I mean? Like, you already have no hips, right? That is significantly different from your waist or your upper body. Then if you just gain a bit of weight, then everything looks even more like it's just the midsection.
Really?
Okay, we're really veering off topic right here.
I
Sorry.
know we are. We're just comparing. I mean, you guys can chime in. Just tell us what's your body shape. All my life, I've been a freaking pear. Okay.
It's all in the genetics. It's in the genetics. I'm pretty sure I would be. I'm pretty sure because
are you a carrot?
I think my mom is an apple, so I'm pretty sure if I if I gain weight, I would be an apple too. Oh my
What
gosh.
fruit are you, people? What fruit are you? I've been a pear all my life. Man, it's the most awful thing ever. When you're young, okay, when you're young, you're growing up, you're hitting the puberty, you call it until I think at least until college. These are the things that we think about, I guess. Like right now, I can laugh about it. I'm like, you know what? Forget it. I'm just gonna go into Uniqlo, get the biggest pair of pants, cinch it up, whatever. Nobody cares. But when you're young, they matter. They matter.
It's so funny.
Okay, back to luxury. Did we already talk about the LV Petite Malle from the recent runway show? Black with the gold detail, one of my favorite Petite Malles to date. I think we saw that just now.
Is that the one?
I'm not sure. It could be. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, there were a couple of Petite Malles. There was a silver one. There was a black one as well. I did kind of like see it. Not bad. At least that's a design that we are all familiar with. It's just about the material and the color.
Mm-hmm.
But some of the bags, like that triple pouch. Prada. Okay, so Maria, you got a good point. This is something that I thought about also. So the re-nylon is going to save production costs going forward, but they keep the same price. And yeah, I feel like there could be more wear and tear on it. It's just, if any of you have like a Prada store nearby, go and try it out now, because right now all the re-nylon, they will tell you it's a re-nylon because that is their marketing spiel, because it's like, oh, recycled nylon, but it does feel significantly different. I don't know how I feel about it.
I really have to go see it for myself.
And he's like, oh no, I want a Prada old version now.
You still have time. Just go get it now.
Me too. I'm like, should I just buy it? Just in case. I've always wanted the Prada backpack, like the nylon backpack. I think LV Lover CC carries. She has one, and that was like maybe a year ago. And I thought that's such a good bag for traveling. It's light, it's pretty discreet. It's basically a nylon bag, luxury bag, but so nice. So maybe I should get it. Just get it. MK. Exactly. I'm so glad I saved my Prada nylon bags from the 1990s. Yeah. The relics from
that's awesome.
MK is so funny. Wow.
I think ever since you told me that you went to try it, I went on the website to look it up myself. Actually, they're all in stock in Canada on the website anyway.
Yep.
So, because I think it was out of stock for many places for a while, right? So are they just more in stock now?
I don't know. I feel in Singapore, a lot of the luxury houses like Prada, Fendi, and all, they have stock for bags. And one essay did say it's also because there's not a lot of traveling. So there's not a lot of traveling, and therefore not a lot of tourists, because Singapore is quite notorious to have a lot of things out of stock. It's quite annoying. But the past few months, they seem to have stock. And I suspect it's because there's not many tourists. Like the local people buy, but we have a big portion of it tourist driven. So yeah, like the nylon bags, they were like everywhere. And the essay was like, yeah, because we didn't get, the usual tourists from Europe, not Europe, sorry, China, Australia, Indonesia. So I think those are the big tourist markets for Singapore. So they didn't have stock.
Yeah, I was surprised to see that there was stock for every single color myself because I was thinking that it would be so hard to get because everyone was trying to get them at one point. So I never even noticed whether it was hard to get here or not. But yeah, it's good to know at least.
So Krista's got those belts. We're talking about the okay. We're back to our slim bodies.
Exactly. Krista knows what I'm talking about. When you have an apple, like, okay, I don't have an apple shape yet, but if I could become an apple shape, so like, just imagine, right? Even without an actual apple shape, you're already squeezing whatever you're squeezing here, which is like, and then but then there's like no hips to hide the squeezing. I don't know. It's okay. We can move on from this topic.
Oh man. Oh gosh. Oh no, it jumped. Okay, here we go. Kelly green is my favorite bag color. I'm Asian and it goes well with my skin tones. I wear all shades of blues and neutrals. I have a red undertone under my skin. Oh. Yeah. I can't wear blue actually. I like blue clothing. I can't wear it. It washes me out. And I think it's because of my yellow undertone. Blue looks weird. I mean, let me just take a blue. Like blue looks really weird on me. Like it looks weird. Okay, maybe it just doesn't. Yeah, blue.
That's interesting. I'm wondering because I don't have a lot of. Do I? I don't have like very blue. Like I wear navy. I definitely have some blue clothing. But they're navy, and I have some like light blue. I think it really depends. Even the tone, like if it's warmer blue or cooler blue, it also makes a difference too.
True. Everybody's scolding us for our body shapes. We're body dysmorphic. Hi, Kat. I'm like Kat. We're not belt people. Yeah, belt people. And not just for the same reasons as her, but I also think it can never make it work with our body shape. So I never buy belts. It's true, you know. I think it's so difficult because belts are okay, but this is also because we see it, right? We see it. Like when I wear belts, I feel like it singes in my waist a little bit too much, and then boom, the horizontal view suddenly looks, you know, it's like, girl.
We need to switch bottoms, you and me. Like you can take from my hips down. I'll take yours. I need more hips to balance out the lack of waist.
You see, this is, I mean, now in the past 5 to 6 years, maybe Kim Kardashian has made the the love for hips like everything, but those days,
too much, though.
yeah, that's a bit much. But you know, those days we're talking like in the 80s, 90s, where it's all about the stick. What's that girl? What's the lady? The really famous model. She's really short. She's got the cat eyes. Like, what's the name? Cindy Crawford. She's British. Not, she's not Twiggy. Like she's really short actually, but really skinny, like really skinny, tiny lady. Like that was the body shape that everybody in those days, my teen years days, everybody wanted. Nobody wanted a big bum.
You mean Kate Moss? But she's not.
Kate Moss. Yes, Kate Moss.
What is she? What about her?
Because she's really tiny, like tiny and really straight and just twiggy like. Everybody like that was the kind of like ultimate body shape. Like your body shape was the ultimate body shape.
No, that was not the ultimate body shape. That was just because she kind of changed. It wasn't her though. Was it her? There was another model that was also shorter. Like she's not super short. She's 1.70 meters. That kind of changed the sort of the stigma that you have to be hourglass shape, I think, isn't it? And then her, and then there was another one, I think it was Twiggy. Was it Twiggy? That also changed like the supermodel sort of image, because Twiggy, I think she's really kind of like rectangle. She was very tiny and just like yeah,
Oh man.
she was very tiny and different from the other models that were tall and yeah,
I'm
a
so
lot of people
glad
saying
that we
Twiggy.
are in an age we are, I mean, we're talking about those years, right? Those years where it's really, really stressful when you see things like that when you're young, But now every body shape, so
True.
hooray, hooray. But when you're young, it was hard. You're like, what a
Yeah,
body
that's true. Although when I was young, I didn't care though. Uh, I didn't care until someone did tell me. You're right, because
It's true.
I never thought about it. Like I literally, because back then, we like my parents, they didn't have time to like basically take care of us, so we literally just walk to school on our own, but we wouldn't have breakfast. So I would be like so hungry by the time noon came, like lunch came, that I would devour my lunch. So every time I finished my lunch, I would have this belly, right?
You turn it into an apple, you mean?
No, I was skinny back then, but like you just see the belly on top of being skinny, which to me is totally normal. Like I was starving, and then all of a sudden I put so much food and liquid in me because that's how I was. That's how we grew up. Like there was like we basically took care of ourselves in a way, but I never thought of that as being a problem. Like I never even saw that as being an image problem or anything. But one day, this boy points out, "Oh, you have a big belly. You should suck it in or whatever. What are you doing?" At that time, I became super self-conscious because I'm like, "What?" All of a sudden, someone's commenting on my body, which I never even thought it was something. There was something wrong because there wasn't. Then it started becoming a thing that I start thinking about. Which is, that's when you
realize.
But honestly, there was nothing wrong. There was literally nothing wrong because you were just full and you were not sucking in your stomach because you were just full.
Body image thing is, it haunts you for the rest of your life, when you're young, which is so, like now, when now with social media, it's a totally different thing. That's a totally different issue. But when you're young, when you don't have social media, you have magazines and all, you're like, oh, that's so pretty. But when you have somebody actually say, you got a big butt. I'm like, I have a big butt.
Yeah, and it comes out of nowhere, right? You didn't even expect it. You weren't even thinking about it. But when someone just all of a sudden tells you and you didn't know about it, and then you think that it's a problem. Although, yeah, I guess it shouldn't have been a problem, but you know why? Because I think growing up, my parents always say that I'm too skinny, right? So they always wanted me to eat more. So when all of a sudden a guy tells you that you have a big belly, that's like totally different from what you're used to. You're like, what? I was always skinny. Why am I suddenly fat or something? You know what I mean? So, which is why it kind of shocked me at the time. So yeah.
So funny. This is all the body dysmorphic conversation.
I know. How did
we get out of it? I have no idea, but thank God for getting older. ET's like straight athletic body, no defined waist. You see, we are so critical, right? And it doesn't help it when we watch runway shows. You're like, wow, constantly bombarded. My relatives say I have an airport flat. Life.
It's funny because after you said you were referring to Kate Moss, and I was just looking at her photos. She's not really that rectangle. She has a waist.
She does. No,
she has more waist than I do. She does have, or maybe that's more. Is it her recently? Is that her? No, that says 1999. But I guess compared to maybe the other models, she was different. Definitely, yes.
Oh man. Okay, Kate Moss. So VJ's like saying, the ideal body shape back then. She was like every single magazine that you open, you see Kate Moss with her face like, oh, thinking like, Okay,
No, 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 no. There's no such thing as ideal body shape because everyone is born with a certain body shape. So whatever is your body shape, as long as you're healthy in that body, then it's the ideal body shape for you. Like,
we say that now because we're older and
no,
jaded.
no, seriously, like we cannot change our, like if you're
True.
rectangle, you cannot all of a sudden become a pear. So I'm always gonna be like so depressed about the fact that I can't be a pear. No. Or hourglass, I guess, you know.
Yeah.
You can't change it. Like no matter how much weight I gain, it's not gonna go in those hips. It's gonna go in the waist for me. That's how it is. That's how my body works. So it doesn't go anywhere else. It goes in the waist.
Yeah. Oh man. Yeah, but this is what I'm back happy understands what we're saying. The supermodel era of the 90s definitely did not help the insecurities as a chubby teenager. I wasn't chubby, but it definitely didn't. Yeah, when you're young, actually, when you're young, anything is just the most it's just amplified, right?
Yes.
Amplified. You're like just extra aware of it. Gosh, I don't wish to go back to those years.
Yeah, and also I feel like it's also the other kids. They can be really mean too. Because like I said, growing up, I didn't think too much about anything. I don't think about my body being abnormal or anything. I don't think about anything. I don't compare. Like I don't look at someone else and think that they're better or worse. But it's people when they start talking, and sometimes even your own friends, and you don't even realize it until you're like, wait, is there something wrong with me? Wait, is there something wrong with them? Because they kept on talking about it. Like then you start thinking, and then you start seeing that, wow, everyone has an opinion around here. So that's when it gets to you because, well, that's how it was for me because I never really had much of an issue with myself or anybody else until people tell you that they have issues with you or someone else. Then you start seeing things. You're like, really? Oh, okay. But yeah,
That's interesting.
I think I never really.
That's how your fashion it shapes your fashion taste, right? You know what I mean? Like all these things that how you see your body is. Like so, like even though when we were watching the LV show, we're like immediately you won't be attracted to it. Like for me, I'm looking at the belt, going like, no, no. It could be actually, but you know what? It could be something really fashionable. Like yeah, but not happening. Big jackets, baggy pants, like.
Yeah, I cannot do baggy pants. I don't have enough hips to fill them.
I see.
It will just look like I'm floating in those baggy pants. Okay, baggy pants have to at least be just slightly baggier than my legs, then sure. But those are not really baggy pants. They're just normal pants that are baggy on me.
Anyway, so yeah. We hope you all enjoyed that. Like, we were just chatting and talking about clothes. Oh, Noah's like, oh, we love these casual chats. Yeah, because we're all, a bunch of fashionistas talking about things that affect our fashion taste, right? From colors, like green. I mean, yeah, I don't think I can ever wear. And it's confidence. I feel like it's confidence. Like, I think if you want to wear like a green, like a bright colored bag and to carry even silver and all, I think there's an element of confidence in it, like because you got to be carrying you got to be carrying the bag rather than people like, oh, the bag's carrying you or the clothes carrying you. Hard. So I feel like LV's direction is for that confident fashionista. That's how I feel it.
Yeah, it's so true. Every time I was about to buy a gold bag or bought a gold bag, then I decided, no, I shouldn't keep it or I shouldn't go for it because it's not so much about a confident thing for me as much, I think, but it's yeah, there's not that many occasions to wear it. And maybe I'm not someone who is as like statement as some people who can just rock it anytime they want, you know? Yeah. It's definitely interesting.
Let's do an advice from my old self. Yeah, what would you give your old self, Amy?
Um,
Wow. If I could turn back time.
um, wow, there's a lot of advice I would give my own self. Don't be so hard on yourself. But that's because I am really hard on myself. So definitely don't be so hard on yourself, because you're actually already doing so you're already doing not only your best, but like you're always trying your best. So that's for me, I think. Because yeah, there's always like a guilt of, oh, I should have done this, oh, I should have done this better, or I should have done this in another way. Yeah, that's what I would have said to myself, I think. And even with like body image, I feel, look, we all go through the different ages and then the different phases that comes with, you know, the hormones and like how your body changes over time. It's just a journey, honestly. I think as long as we are, you know, doing our best to stay healthy and to embrace what it is that your body is, because like I said earlier, you cannot change the type of body that you have, the type of shape that you have. So you just have to learn how to accentuate what you have. So for me, when I choose clothes that work for my body, that makes my body look the best. Whereas, you know, there are things that I would love to wear more. Like I would love to wear more belts, but it just don't work for me. So I don't really wear that much belt. Like I try to wear them sometimes, but it's not my best thing to wear. So I wouldn't really buy them as much. But I would buy a lot of like jacket that are fitted. You know, as long as they're not super baggy, oversized on me, I think they look really good. I look best in skinny jeans because I have no hips to speak of. But if my legs are skinny, at least my jacket can do that fake thing for me, you know? Like there's all these different things that you can do. Or if I wear dresses, I would buy dresses that kind of either cinch in at the waist, but it's flowy. So it gives you the illusion of a shape, or buy ones that have no shape, because your body can just, you know, no one will see it. You know, your legs will do all the talking, like the mile long leg look from a mini skirt that is just a straight cut. Like you just have to embrace what you're given and accentuate accentuate your characteristics to make it shine. So that's what I was saying. That's a long explanation.
That's a good advice, you know. If you could like talk to the younger one, I would totally just tell her to just forget about what people say. Like,
Yes.
I think that is the thing when the young girl, the young cat. I think that was the problem. Like concern about what people see, say, expect. And I think that would be something that I would say, if I could turn back time, or if I could go back into the past, I'd say, don't bother. Just chug along. You'll be fine. Do your best. Because I think that preoccupies a lot of this mental space in the head, because you're always worried, oh, what if I did this? What if I said that? What if I wear this? You know? And yeah, I think that would be my advice to myself. Like, don't bother. If you like it, do it, you know? Because it affects your self-confidence, right? That would definitely be something. And if it comes to fashion, wow. I think for me, I only changed my fashion, like you said, you know, when somebody said something. Because you don't realize it until somebody points it out and you start thinking about it, and it takes up that mental space in your head, and you're like, nope, not wearing those jeans, not wearing that belt. But I bet if I dig out the really old photos from young, I'd probably be wearing them. Like really, really like weird looking clothes that nobody cares. Nobody cares.
Yeah,
So that
because
would,
when you that's the thing though, if you let someone else's opinion affect you, then it I guess it becomes your opinion because you tell yourself that you're that way because you believe it. But if you don't believe it and you don't let others' opinions affect you, whatever you wear, because you're confident wearing it, people are going to have maybe they're going to start changing what they say too. They're going to think that you look great in it, but you're just portraying your confidence really. So yeah, in the end, at the end of the day, you definitely do you. We always say you do you, right? Which is why, fashion, colors, handbag styles, sizes, all those things are all so subjective and relative to everybody else. We can only offer our own sort of um, maybe thought process to help along the way and to maybe help form your opinion, but it doesn't mean that that's the ultimate opinion.
true.
Yeah.
Good one. So maybe like for us, maybe it's like a challenge, right? Because since it's ending of the year, right? With this year being so like sucky, maybe next year
Yeah.
we should do a challenge for ourselves, like step out of our comfort zones to do something different. Maybe I should start wearing those belts.
Or if it's something that you've always wanted to do, but you were afraid to do because of certain things that were said about you or that you believed about you that was negative, scratch that and just try it.
What
Yeah.
would you try?
Huh?
What would
What
you
would I
try?
try?
Belts.
No, I do have belts. I'm just saying that I wouldn't buy that extra thick one that it was on the runway.
Mm.
I have belts, but they're all too big, which is why I'm selling them. They were all actually too big because so I started posting a bunch of things on my Instagram to sell because the LV belt, even my Hermes belt is too big because all those belts that I bought back then, they were all for lower waist pants. So they fit
Ah.
they fit my hips for pants back then, but now most of my pants are actually either mid waist or higher waisted. So nothing fits. I can't even cinch in my own jacket because it's just so loose. It just doesn't even look good, which is why. And I don't want to for the LV belt. You can't punch a hole on canvas. You're not supposed to. I know for the other two you can, like the Hermes and the Gucci you can, but the Gucci I already punched one hole and I don't want to really punch like so many different holes in that belt. Same thing with the Hermes, I already punched one hole. But yeah, Hermes I'm not going to sell just because I guess I will just punch more holes on that one. But like the other two, I'd rather just start new, just get a new belt that's actually my size.
Any of you are looking for stuff from Amy's closet? Yeah, you're selling it on your Instagram?
Yeah. Just if you just my main Instagram, there's on bio, there's a link to my still Instagram anyway, so you can just click on that. Yeah.
Are we saving money for the Birkin?
Oh, yeah, definitely. There's that too. Yes, there's that too.
So Carolina saying that I have a Chanel the Chanel runway was actually really nice. I saw it
Yeah.
a few days ago. It's really pretty. You're doing a video about it, right?
Flowy dresses, not as many, but there was definitely a couple. But yeah, even that's the thing though, with Chanel, when you compare that to LV, the show that we just saw. So LV is, to me, when I see it, I'm just like, oh, okay, it's interesting. Like that's all. Like that's my thoughts. No hating, nothing. But with Chanel, every time I see a Chanel show, you're just like, oh, it's so nice. Like you just want to wear. You just want to like, you can't possibly buy everything if not even one piece from ready to wear. But it's like, oh, everything is so beautiful that you just want to wear it. Whether it's a jacket or a dress or even just the chunky, like they have some really chunky necklace. They have this like this handbag charm, like huge handbag charm.
Yeah, I think I remember seeing that. What's the belt?
Yeah, there's there's so many. There's one that's shorter version. There's a longer version. There's a crossbody version. There's the bracelet. There's a belt with a charm, with a bag charm on it. For some reason, it's supposed to be ridiculous, but I still want it. Like, you know what I mean? It's definitely more of a, I don't know. I don't even know if I can call it a trend, but it's definitely a statement piece. It's a statement pendant. I'm sure a lot of people would think that it's ridiculous, but for some reason, when I see that, I'm like, wow, I would want one of those, because I wear a lot of sweaters, just like plain sweatshirts in the winter, in the fall. Isn't that big ass pendant on your? It's so cool. Like you can definitely play around with even just like the accessories, the belts, all the belts that they had during this fashion show. They were very, very nice. Like if you rewatch it, all the belts, they're so nice. They have some sandals. Shoes, I'm never really a big shoe person, not because I don't love shoes, but I have enough I have enough trouble bending, so I don't really concentrate on the shoes myself. Just buy whatever I can slip in. So which is why I don't really look at shoes very much. But yeah, everything else, you just want to get it. Even the tiny little dinky bags, they fit nothing. They fit your AirPods, maybe. You still want to get it. I don't know why.
Really
it just
cute.
works.
Like the when the model came out with the tiny little vanity, I was like, I want it. And I'm all about, I'm not about these micro bags. Like, you know, when what's that brand? The one that I always talk about, the Tic Tac bag. Yakumu. How do you pronounce it?
Jacquemus. I think
yeah.
that's how you pronounce it.
Yeah, Jacquemus. That's like, I'm like, no. But when Chanel did it,
I know,
I was like,
right? There's just something about,
that's cute.
Everything works. Even if they have these big, broad shoulder, rounded jackets, they made it cropped, or at least they cinched in the waist, or they wore something tighter underneath, like a crop top and Bermuda shorts to go with it. Like, it doesn't all look just all over the place. Everything is very cohesive in a way, right? Yeah. From the little tiny vanity, like tiny nano vanity, to the chunkier necklaces. They have some like asymmetrical pearl necklaces that was really cool, to be honest. I don't think I would buy that one, but when you look at it, just imagine someone
wearing the whole thing, like just walking down the street, you're like, wow.
Yeah, it will make heads turn, right?
Totally. But when if I see somebody wearing the LV things walking down the street, I'll be like,
that's the thing. I feel like the LV fashion show, if someone wore that, it's most likely, like, it gives me the artist vibe. Like if you're an artist of some sort, right? Maybe like you singer or something. I don't know. A hip hop singer, for example.
Yeah, somebody really arty, right? Yeah. Very, very in that category. That's probably I agree. So you'll see like, oh, he's, you know, somebody from like marketing.
Yes, totally.
Advertising, marketing, you know, that kind of vibe. You know, you're giving me that kind of like really that kind of fashionista, artistic mindset. Like, okay, cool. She definitely works in marketing. Oh my gosh. Yeah, but with Chanel, like if I see somebody wear that and walk down, I'll be like, wow.
Exactly.
Wow, that's pretty.
And can we just talk about the big Hollywood sign?
Oh,
like it's just so epic but simple. Like it's all white with some light bulbs. I think the light bulb's like a light blue color. It's so simple, but it's so like you can just see, and it just speaks for itself, and it's enough. And I love how spacious it is between the crowd, like the audience, and then the models walking along. It's just, there's this romantic feel about it as well, but it's also very grand. And you don't really need that much more aside from those big letters, which is already a lot, of course. But yeah.
Chanel runway shows are obviously the best. Like,
Yeah.
I still remember the rocket. That was like 2 years ago. The rocket, like they took the
The
whole
bag?
space. Like, rocket. There's
Oh,
a
really?
spaceship in for the runway. Like larger than life, right? Larger than life. So Chanel, the Hollywood side, I was just like, wow. Amy, yes, I want the Chanel belt back, belt charm or whatever it's called. I'm not a belt person, but I wear it as well.
I know that belt just like, oh my god. It's just so cool. It's just like, it's just a ridiculous charm, right? Look, literally, it's a bag charm. It's a charm in a form of a bag, like a flat plastic flap. It's like pretty big, right? It's like a big plaque on your neck or on your waist or on your wrist. That's probably like the most inconvenient thing ever, but it looks so good for some reason.
I don't remember seeing the necklace, but I remember seeing the belt. The what's that called for the waist, and I thought it was so cute. I was like, oh my god, I think that's gonna be one of the hot items. Most of the runway shows, there will always be a hot item, like one or two things that really stand out. And I think the Chanel one did. For the LV one, nothing stands out that sparks my interest. Since today we're talking about LV runway, nothing really stands out that sparks my interest that I want to like, oh my gosh, I want to see it. That speaks volumes. The last runway show, which currently now is selling, which is the since 1854 collection. In that runway show, those were the bags that were like interesting material, something that's interesting, something different. So you wait for it to come out. But this one, I can't really tell you what I'm interested to see. Maybe the colors, yeah, maybe what I would say is when this whole collection comes out at the stores, I think what I would be interested to see would be the t-shirts, maybe some of the interesting t-shirts that might come out, and kind of maybe see the colors of the bags that come out, maybe.
Yeah. Yeah, we shall see.
Totally.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of that collection with was it the race car?
It's
a little bit kind of like just the different colors, and they put that. I remember the Alma BB because what's her name again? She bought it. I forgot her name all of a sudden.
I know.
Linda.
Leo
Linda
from
Lion LP channel again.
Leo Lion.
Yes.
Leo Lion.
So she bought, and she loves that bag, right? So it kind of reminds me a little bit of that vibe.
That's true.
Things can still be really interesting, like the actual things that come out in the retail stores, in the boutique, can still be really interesting.
Okay, what's the hashtag for this Chanel runway show?
I think they don't really, because I didn't look, but I don't think they have one yet. But some people have put Chanel SS21. Let me just see if I can see if there's a lot. So Chanel SS21, there's 500 plus posts right now.
Wow,
actually, there are quite a few. Yeah, there's actually quite a few now. And you can see a lot of the models with the ready to wear, like on the runway. Otherwise, I don't know if they'll. Yeah, so Chanel SS21 would be one of them. Would they actually spell it out? Sometimes you can just put like Chanel Spring and then see. So there's a Chanel Spring Summer 2020. No, that's old. Yeah, I would go for SS21. That's like the simplest.
Wow, 500 over posts. It's only been like what, a few days?
That's yeah.
That's fast. Okay, so we hit the 2-hour random chat today, people, because we are also trying out the new video and all. But yeah, next week we had a comment last week from one of the Luxies, and was sharing that we want to talk about different brands, because we always talk about LV, Chanel, Hermes, maybe some of Fendi. But next week on Amy's channel, we're going to talk about different brands, and that's going to be interesting. We got some pictures as well. So yeah, don't see any more questions. I have one more comment here from Kimberly. I have a vintage micro mini Chanel flap on a leather chain from the 90s. Wow.
Chanel flap on a leather micro mini. Oh, micro mini. Yeah, you should definitely take that out. I was
Definitely.
just watching, I can't remember which video it was, but it was a previous video from Claire Chanel. I'm sure you guys know Claire. She scored this vintage. See, I think she scored 2 of the same vintage belt, one in black, one in white, and it's like it's like basically that same belt that we are talking about with the bag charm hung on the chain belt. It's just a
Wow.
vintage version of it, so it's from like many years ago. And she found, the consignment store that she worked with found her. I think they found her either a black one or a white one. I think she has both of them now. So yeah, you should totally dig it out and start wearing it now.
Yeah.
They're so
So
cool.
Totally. So if any of you are like really into the Chanel, like the recent SS21, I think it's sort of like the Dior, right? Everybody who saw the saddlebag started to go into the resale market or vintage
Mhm.
market, buy those older bags for much cheaper just before the price just skyrocketed. So I'm sure these mini micro bags, for all you know, you could find that in the resale market.
You can, but you know what? Even the resellers now they're catching up really fast, and it doesn't mean that it's less expensive. It can still be quite expensive, but because it's in vintage condition, usually also means that it's quite worn sometimes. So in a way, like, I have one vintage belt that I bought. I can't even remember when I bought it, but I bought it from eBay, and it's such a good score because okay, I seriously don't remember how much I paid, but I think it was under 300 US.
Wow.
You cannot find this anymore at 300 US on eBay. I think all the ones that I've seen, they're like 5, 6, 700 US at least. Because even the consignment store resellers, they're catching up on the vintage items. They know it's coming back. They know that it's always going to come back. And the luxury community has only grown. And people are only knowing more that you can find vintage gems for a lower price. So they jacked up the price too. But yeah, it doesn't mean that you can't find it. It's just a little difficult.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Cool. So, all right, people, we are hitting just slightly off the 2-hour mark, but thank you to everybody. Thank you to all the Luxies
Yes.
that joined us today for a really random chat. We talked about LV, body, and everything. But fun. It's like once in a while we'll have like this kind of casual chats. So next week, on Amy's channel. So make sure you subscribe to both of us. And yeah, don't forget to like this video as well. It'll help both of our channels. Yeah. Thank you, everybody. See you all next week. Bye.